November is National Adoption Month, and it's the perfect time to highlight why it's so important and how you can get involved. Joining me now is Shannon Enoch, the statewide program director for Children's Home Society. Shannon, let's talk about the different types of adoption.
Sure. So basically, you have private adoptions where are going to be infants that were relinquished by their birth parents for adoption. And there are some fees associated with that. The bigger pool and what is needed in our community and what I'd like to highlight would be foster care adoptions. Those are kids who today are available for adoption, generally 8 and older, that need safe and permanent homes. And then the last bucket would be what we call kinship adoptions. There is an aunt or a grandmother, or maybe even what we call fictive kin, the school teacher or a neighbor who loves this child and is going to bring them within their family.
And how expensive is adoption?
So from the DSS foster care system, very inexpensive. There's going to be minimal fees associated with background checks, house inspections. You're talking really around altogether with lawyer fees, probably around $300 tops. Private adoptions, when we're talking about babies, which again is more of a minimal piece, there are higher fees.
Okay, let's talk about foster care to adoption. What are the costs like there?
It's going to be very minimal. We're talking a couple of $100s, and that's going to be over a course of time, Yolanda.
And there's a home study process. What exactly is that, and what are the steps?
Sure. That is a licensed social worker coming into your home and really just assessing you to see that you're a safe place, that you meet the minimal requirements for the state of North Carolina to become a foster or adoptive parent, and that a child placed in your home would be safe. And it's just getting to know your family, your dynamics, and what your needs and strengths are, and how we can join with you. And then we write for the home study, it's just a narrative of who you are as a family that we then approve.
What is the most common age for children to be adopted?
Sure. For adoption, you have to be legally free for adoption. And most of those children are going to be 8 and older. And there are lots of kids right here in North Carolina that are going to come in sibling groups of 2, 3, or maybe 4.
Thank you so much for sharing that information, Shannon. You can learn a whole lot more about the Children's Home Society by visiting their website, chsnc.org.